From the Darien High School Main Gym in Darien, Connecticut, it's a Friday rivalry contest featuring the visiting Rams of New Canaan High School and the undefeated Darien Blue Wave. Hi everybody, Braden Shank with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network on this Friday morning for the rivalry of the FCAC blue and white against red and black. Darien and New Canaan. Doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter the circumstance, but this always lives up to the hype. The Wave, they enter play 4-0 on the season, so far cruising past their out-of-conference competition. Took down Farmington, Shelton twice, Cheshire, all by straight sets. They're 12-0 in sets, 4-0 in matches. As for the New Canaan Rams, they took down the Greenwich Cardinals in their opener 3-0, but fell to the defending state champion, the Joel Barlow Falcons, 3-0. Again, that was a rematch of last year's state championship in the Class M division, in which New Canaan fell to Joel Barlow then, fell to Joel Barlow this year. And now they get their try with the other state champion, the Class L champion, the Darien Blue Wave. Again, the final weekday here on April break for students before school resumes next week. So you might as well get the early games in. A nice 11 o'clock start. We're just about ready for this contest. DAF is a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. And here we go, fans still trickling in for this one. New Canaan will get the first serve with their senior libero, Connor O'Donnell. O'Donnell puts it up, and we are underway on this Friday afternoon from the DHS Main Gym. Thomas Herget on the outside, turned away by the block. First point belongs to New Canaan. That was Roscoe and Lamone on the outside. And just like that, New Canaan draws first blood. A good block by number 26, Nick Lamone, the senior captain. Got the hands up, went right through Herget's block. And now O'Donnell back on the serve. Kraus in the middle to Davenport, turned away. And the safety point goes for Darien, just setting it to that back corner. It was a good swing by Trey Davenport back in the Darien lineup today. Missed the last two games for the Wave. And now the Wave tie it up at 1 apiece. Griffith Kraus on the serve. At the nets, Webster, the outside. Bad set and a point going to Darien. As you can see, both teams wearing their black jerseys in this afternoon's contest. Not sure how that happened, but Darien, they're on the right side of your screen in the blue numbering, and New Canaan on the left side with the white numbering. On the outside, just barely getting it over. Now Austin Black running it up, the roll shot. One-handed save by Lamone, and they're going to be calling him on the carry. Double touch against Nick Lamone. Tried to keep it alive by just sticking the fist out, but instead he gets called for the double touch. And now Griffith Kraus goes back to serve, the third-year varsity junior. Lamone. Tight set over to the left-handed Nick Lamone. It's a good set from Webster. Free ball from McMullen. Let's see what the Rams can do off the free ball. Webster in the middle. Thomas Herget, he sends another free over. And a bad pass from Nelson. Cannot find Webster, keeping it alive. Darien's got their fourth straight. Kraus to serve once again. 7 aces on the season. Canaan has to get back in the rotation. O'Donnell on the outside, a good swing, and that is out. Starkey can't keep it in. And Darien continues to go on this scoring run. 5-1 they still lead. Would have been a good swing by Starkey if he kept it in. Webster, right back to Starkey on the outside. Off the block, Pancake is not alive. Point to the Rams. Starkey entered second on this Rams team with kills this year, 11 to be exact. And he's got the Rams' second point of the ball game. Big serve. And still alive. Kraus plays it. Davenport the free ball. Rams looking for the offense. In the middle. Nice dig from McMullen. Black the left-handed swing. Starkey again. Kraus calling off Davenport. Black with the big swing and the kill. Austin Black with the kill. You take another look at it on the outside. Austin Black going to the back row, picking up his 16th kill on the season. Thomas Herget, the jump serve into the nets. Those serving errors killed Darien in Monday's contest against Cheshire. They did take down the Cheshire Rams 3-0. However, those service errors made the sets a lot closer than what they really were. Floater serve finds its way to McMullen. Davenport in the middle, and it's a kill. Trey Davenport making it look easy in the middle. He's got his first kill back. Davenport, the third-year varsity player for this Darien team, 6'5" in the middle, jumps up, has the wingspan, picks up the kill right there. Now McMullen on the serve, takes a little off it, finds the libero O'Donnell. Nelson on the outside, turned away by the block of Austin Black. Black, the team leader in blocks with 8, and he's got another to his name. Another serve from McMullen to the libero O'Donnell. Bad second touch, and Darien's got an ace. Right now, New Canaan has a lot of miscommunication out there, struggling on the basic serve return. McMullen back to serve, and he can't get it over the taping. Would have been a beautiful serve if it went. Instead, couldn't quite get it over the nets. Point to the Rams. This brings the serve to Jerome Roscoe, the senior. Kraus on the outside to Trevor Herget. Up it goes, and down it goes. Trevor Herget with the kill. Defining the odds of this game right here, Trevor Herget. Defining the physics, rather, of this game, Trevor Herget with the kill. And it's just so tough for an opposition to return that, as Nadwadi's serve can't keep it in. A service error on the wave. The standing serve from Webster. Kraus now on the outside to Trevor Herget, and it is a kill. Trevor Herget's heating up, his second of the ball game. A beautiful set from Kraus, finds Herget on the outside for the kill. Now Trevor Herget to serve, team leader in aces. Off the touch, it's an ace for Herget. O'Donnell thought about it, got his hand on the ball. And one of the toughest serves to return in the Nutmeg State claims another victim. And that one is just out. Puts a little too much on it. Herget going for power, can't keep it in. Point to the Rams. Now Hunter Nelson, the senior captain, with the serve. Kraus coming over. Now Bryce Ford on the outside. He tips it, and he gets it to go. Bryce Ford with the points. The set to Ford, who just floats it over the blocking effort of New Canaan. Ford now on the serve. O'Donnell. Jump ball at the net. Point goes to the wave. Setter's violation on Will Webster. And they're going to say that the setter Webster was trying to attack it. The setter, of course, on that play, not able to attack it. So New Canaan tries to claim he was setting it. Instead, the point goes to the wave. Webster now on the outside to Stericki. It's a kill. Darien players go flying, but Benji Stericki has another kill. Connor O'Donnell back to serve. He had 2 aces in the last game against Joel Barlow. Kraus, the setter, puts it over, and the Rams can't keep it alive. The sneaky play from the setter, Griffith Kraus. Again, doing it to perfection, goes up, pretends like he's going to set it to Davenport instead, tilts it a bit, sets it over the net, and gets the point for the Wave. Stericki again on the outside. Now Thomas Herget takes a little off it. That violation on nope, and the referee accidentally blew the whistle, so they'll redo it. Kraus on the serve. Good dig from Griffith Kraus. Herget to McMullen on the free ball. Rams looking to go on the offense. Turned away, but off the block. That one was touched by Davenport. A good swing by Lamone on the outside, the left-handed hitter. Herget attacks from the back row. Now in the middle. And that one's just out. Roscoe was looking for the kill. Good set from Webster on the outside, on the middle. And Rocco not able to keep it in. Thomas Herget to serve. Darien controlling an 8-point lead in this opening set. Service error against Thomas Herget. Herget just a freshman on this Darien team, the sole freshman. I have to assume he is the future of this Darien team. McMullen to Kraus. Now to Davenport, and he's got the kill. Trey Davenport just off his fingertips gets that one to go. Now Isaac McMullen to serve. One hit save by Webster, making it look easy. Free ball. McMullen keeps it alive. And that's going to go for Darien. New Canaan not able to return it. McMullen. And a big swing from Lamone. Black keeps it alive. Ford gets it over. The referees are going to conference on it. Double touch called against the Wave. So that point goes to the ramp. Some difficulties on the referee's part right there, but they get it sorted out. Fletcher Heron checks back in for the Rams in the place of the libero O'Donnell. Good serve. McMullen to Herget on the free ball. That's all he really can do on it. The power jump is good. Hunter Nelson getting the point for the Rams. You see it right here. Webster sets on the outside. Nelson just chucks that one over and has the point for the Rams. Jump ball at the net, and going over is Nelson, asserting his dominance. Seized the opportunity, gave New Canaan the points. And now gives the Rams the serve right back. McMullen keeps it alive. Kraus to Herget. That's a kill. Trevor Herget going to that back corner. And he's got another kill to his name. This is something that Darien likes to do. Go to Herget on the outside. Watch him as he kills it to that back corner. Jeff Nadwadi on the serve. Nelson, he can't get it over the nets. An attacking error on Hunter Nelson. A rare attacking error on Nelson. But a Rams team that has struggled to get the offense going in 2023. Only 7 aces and 55 kills through the first 2 games. They really get a majority of their points on the opposition's errors, and there's an error on New Canaan. The carry from the setter, Webster. Now to Duarte on the serve. Darien has entered the red zone, just needing 4 more to close out this first set. Free ball from Lamone. And Bryce Ford. He can't keep that in. Was looking for the line, doesn't touch it. And that ball is a point for the Rams. Will Webster trots back to the service line. The Canaan senior. One of 7 seniors on Amy Warren's team this year. The 5th-year head coach is definitely got a big team, and off the touch of Lamone, Herget gets the point for the Wave. Herget put some power on that, forced the touch. And now we see as Trevor Herget continues to serve. That one's just out. Herget not able to keep it in, and New Canaan will breathe the sigh of relief now. Floater serve from Nelson. Kraus on the outside to Thomas Herget. And that one's just out. Thomas Herget not able to keep it in. Point to the Rams. Herget swinging through the block. He's got it. That's Thomas Herget, the freshman, with the kill. Stepping up to the plate, getting the point for the Wave. Now they just need 2 more. Bryce Ford on the serve. And that is an ace. There's the penultimate point for Darien in this first set. And Bryce Ford is going to look to serve Darien into a first set victory. 24-15. Darien leads New Canaan. O'Donnell on the reception, on the outside. Herget keeps it alive. Now Duarte. Free ball from Thomas Herget. Nelson calls off. Left-handed swing of Lamone. Herget again. Herget sets to his brother Thomas, and it's a kill. Is there anything that Trevor Herget can't do? He gets the kills, gets the assist right there, and Thomas Herget slams it home for Darien. They take the first set 25-15. The Wave lead 1-0 after the first set of play. We're going to step aside on the DAF Media Network, and we'll be right back with second set action.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
We welcome you back inside the DHS Main Gym. About to start the second set between Darien and New Canaan. The Wave took the first set by the final of 25-15, in big part to Trevor Herget heating up as of late. His brother Thomas getting some kills. Bryce Ford and Trey Davenport adding some on as well. This is a New Canaan team that has either won their games in straight sets or lost their games in straight sets. So they're looking to change the fortune there and take a set against Darien. It'll be the first time since 2021 that the Rams could do so. They dropped both meetings last year in straight sets. Again, an out-of-conference contest today. The first of two times that these squads will meet. They will meet again on April 28th inside the New Canaan High School Main Gym, and that will be the conference match. So the out-of-conference match is here in Darien, and then the meeting that counts for the FCAC standings coming in a couple weeks. Webster on the outside. Turned away by the block. New Canaan on the recovery. Free ball from Nelson. Davenport through the block. Again kept alive by Lamone. Blocked again. And that one off the low beam. Darien gets it. They win the trench warfare on it. Back and forth at the net, but Darien has the last laugh. Griffith Kraus to serve. And that's going to be a ball handling error on the setter, Webster. Webster has 50 assists on the season, picked up 19 in the win against Greenwich, 31 in the loss to Joel Barlow. Rare to see him pick up the ball handling error, but he does right there. And now the left-handed swing of Lamone is good. Nick Lamone, the southpaw swinger, gets the point for the Rams. And this is a New Canaan team that only plays 7 players. So it's going to be a lot of fatigue out there for this Rams team. Most of their rotations feature the same 6, as that's a kill for Herget and the Wave. But the rotation of Webster, Lamone, Stericki, Roscoe, O'Donnell, Nelson, and then Haran will come on sometimes. But those are the only 7 players that have played for New Canaan this season. They have a roster of about 12 guys or so. The other 5 play in the JV matches. So these 7 are really the core 7 for head coach Amy Warner and the Rams. Service error on the Wave. But again, it's still early in the season. Only game number 3 for the Rams and game number 5 for Darien. The Wave, they have not lost since 2019. Entered play with a 53-game winning streak. We're looking to add to that, as that's a service error against number 26, Nick Lamone. And that would be something if Darien can keep that winning streak going. 53 games dating back to before COVID. They've had the perfect seasons the last 2 years. And a kill going cross court is Benji Stericki with the kill. Stericki had 7 in the loss to Joel Barlow last week, but he's got his 5th, I want to say, in this contest. Stericki, the floater serve. Kraus to Herget on the outside. It is a kill. And you can see right there the call being made by our new line judge, Alex Preston, former Darien High School star volleyball player, taking his talents to the line judge official. But I guess if you want somebody manning the lines, might as well get one of the greatest to ever put on a Darien jersey. Nelson. And that one is a point for the Rams. The power dump for Hunter Nelson goes. Nelson, the leader on this New Canaan team, a team that graduated the likes of Connor Finnegan, Connor Ho, and a couple others to graduation. They saw a lot of departures, really needed the players to step up, one of them being Hunter Nelson, as that is out off the hand of Bryce Ford. But a New Canaan team that went all the way to the state championship a year ago, where they fell to Joel Barlow 3-0 in the state championship. A team that is looking to get back to the promised land, but they have a lot of new pieces this year, and they're hoping this core 7 group of players can really get them back there. Plus, you look at the stat that the last 2 years, New Canaan have gone to championships. They went to the FCAC championship in 2021 and the state championship in 2022, both times falling just short of a state title, or a state or an FCAC title. Rams still looking for their first piece of championship hardware in program history. As Trevor Herget now back to serve for the Wave. Herget gives that ball some air time. The jump serve not able to keep it in. And once Herget gets that serve working to perfection, it is truly lethal for the opposition to try to return it, as he puts so much power and velocity on that ball. Big hit in the middle, one-handed dig from McMullen. Now Thomas Herget. Nelson trying his luck. Herget turned away. Fletcher Heron with the block. That one might leave a mark, but Fletcher Heron has his third block on the season. Service error against Webster and the Rams. Serve now belongs to Darien's Bryce Ford. Ford has played in all 12 sets this year for Darien. First-year varsity player. Off the touch, it's good for a Lamone kill. And this New Canaan team is finding a groove. Hunter Nelson to serve. Griffith Krause to Thomas Herget. Dug up from O'Donnell. Now Stericke. And that one is going to skim off the antenna. Darien's point, Griffith Krause to serve in a tied ball game in the second set. Referee going to once again come over and converse with our chair referee. And the point still stays with Darien. So again, our down referee conferences with the chair referee. And Austin Black will check in the place of Jeff Nadwadi. Serve from Krause. Webster, the bump sets. And turn away. Davenport and Black on the block. And you can hear head coach Amy Warren telling her Rams, expect the ball to come back. This is one of the best blocking teams in the state of Connecticut. Service error against Griffith Krause. And that's something that when you've got a big hitter like Nick Lamone or Hunter Nelson, where they can hit it so hard, you try to win those points, but it's tough when the other team can get a block up on it and turn it away and force you to have to reset it back up, set the offense back in transition, and try to get the point again. And that one on the wrong side of the antenna. Let's see, even Isaac McMullen pointing that one out. Definitely one thing that head coach Lori LaRusso has instilled in her teams, both on the boys and girls side, is the honesty on that call. Again, that ball went on the wrong side of the antenna, and you see the senior captain, Isaac McMullen, kind of pointing his hand up to the referee that ball was out, even though the point went to New Canaan. Just goes to show when you've got a coach like Lori LaRusso on the bench how much she instills in her team and really teaches the life lessons that are valuable to all of her players. And that one right over the block of Jerome Roscoe. Point to the Wave. Thomas Herget on the serve. The freshman to serve once again. Good reception from Nelson. Now the Rams offense. Herget. It is a kill. Trevor Herget adding another. The senior committed to BYU has himself a kill. Thomas Herget back on the serve. Now Stericki. Davenport jump ball at the net. And in the net is Benji Stericki, point to the Wave. Again, it's always tough when you get those jump balls at the net. You have to make a play on it, but again, you have to stay out of the net, stay out of underneath the net, and that time Stericki gets the bad end of the whistle. What a well-placed serve by Thomas Herget. You can't place it any better than that right there, folks. Thomas Herget with the ace. Just barely has enough spin on it to trickle over the taping and fall essentially on that Darien D where the New Canaan coverage is not there. And eventually one serve will go out and Thomas Herget's serving run comes to an end. Not before he gives the Wave a lead though. They're up 13-10. Big serve from Lamone and it's in the net. The service errors will kill any team regardless of the situation, but especially when you're trailing to a team like Darien, that's going to make the most of it and look to capitalize. Isaac McMullen on the serve, senior captain. Libero. And that's a ball handling error on Will Webster. Webster, his second ball handling error of the contest. 3 points to Darien. Isaac McMullen returns to serve. The Southern Virginia University football commit. Takes his talents to volleyball in the spring. That's a block. And going over the net is Trevor Herget. You see it right here. He has to stay on the plane of his side. That time reaches over on a ball that was on the New Canaan side, which you cannot do. So that point goes to New Canaan. Can't reach over the net to attack it. Now Black. Through the block, it is good. Stepping right up to the plate with Hunter Nelson and Roscoe on the block. And that point goes to the Wave. Jeff Nadwadi on the serve. Nadwadi, line drive serve. Webster on the outside to Nelson. And off the touch, he gets it to go. A good play shot by the 5'11" Hunter Nelson. Kraus tried to get the block. The setter was looking for the block. He's got 2 of them on the season. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary. Griffith Kraus is another one of those players for Darien that truly can do it all. He can get the assists, get the kills, get the points and blocks for Darien. And there's Hunter Nelson again, going to the near side for the kill. Hunter Nelson looking to keep these Rams in the game, trailing by 1 now. Kraus, the setter, can't get it over. He's frustrated. Point to New Canaan as they tie it up at 16 apiece. On the serve receive. The bump set to Trevor Herget, and he's blocked! Fletcher Heron with another turning away Trevor Herget. He stepped up to the plate, said not today, and he gets the block for the Rams. The second time Heron has turned away the attacking legs of Trevor Herget. Miscommunication, McMullen recovers. Now Trevor Herget and an attacking error into the net. And this New Canaan team has some momentum. It's 18-16 Rams. That one kept alive by Kraus. Now Nelson. And it comes back over. Diving for it is Stericki. And one-handed Webster keeps it alive. Herget now looking to convert on it, and it's out. What a point by the Rams. Webster went diving. One hand kept it alive. Stericki came over, knocked it over. Fooled Darien. And now head coach Lori LaRusso will take her first time out for this Darien team as the Rams have surged right back into this game. They have themselves a 3-point lead late in this second set, but there's still a lot of volleyball left. Darien looking for a momentum shift. New Canaan just 6 points away from defeating Darien in this second set. We're going to step aside on the DAF Media Network, and we'll be right back. The Rams break their huddle. The Rams section getting into this one. The faithfuls that made the trip out to Darien High School on this Friday afternoon. The Rams just find themselves 6 points away from taking down Darien in this second set, but that is a long journey in the sport of volleyball. Herget now. He gets one right back for Darien. And that's exactly what head coach Lori LaRusso was telling her wave at the timeout right there. Just keep it simple. You're doing too much. Settle down. Get the fundamentals down. Herget right there goes on the outside, takes a little off. It gets the good swing and the kill for Darien. And now Trevor Herget back to serve for the wave. Canaan calling it out. And it's an ace. Line judge didn't make a call on it. So the line judge on the left side didn't make a call. The one on the right did and called it in. So the referees were confused, but they do give the ace to Herget. So an interesting play, but it finds a good end of Darien. And another ace. Herget was aiming for Stericki all day long, and he has another. We're tied at 19. And that's something that New Canaan's looking at each other. How do you pop that serve up, especially if Herget's almost aiming for you, and you don't have any reaction time once he throws that up? And into the nets. Another service error on Trevor Herget. And New Canaan, now 20-19, they lead. Webster on the serve. Standing serve. And it's out. A service error on New Canaan. It gives Darien their 20th point. (20-20) our score. A bad set, and it is good for the Darien points. They're going to call a double touch on the setter, Webster. (21-20). Darien leads. And a service error gives the Rams another point. Tied up at 21 now. This brings the serve to Hunter Nelson, the senior captain. 21-21 our score. Nelson to Davenport for the kill. Trey Davenport in the middle. And it is 22-21. Black. And it's blocked. Fletcher Heron and Stericki again from the outside, and they have another block. 22-22 our score. Tied up here. And a kill. Thomas Herget on the outside. (23-22). Thomas Herget back to serve. And an ace. Thomas Herget with the ace for Darien. They now find themselves just 1 point away from this second set, 24-22. Herget. Popped up, avoids the beams. Lamone, he's turned away. New Canaan sets right back up. Kraus to Herget on the outside. Davenport at the nets. And a net violation. Number 5, Jerome Roscoe in the net, and that is how Darien will take the second set. 25-22, they take it. They face some adversity by New Canaan. They went up 20-19. Head coach Amy Warren took her timeout, and then just like that, the Wave surges all the way back, takes this second set 25-22, and they now just sit 25 points away from taking home another match win and their 54th consecutive win over the last 3 years. We're going to step aside on the DAF Media Network, and we'll be right back. We're back on the DAF Media Network. Third set about to ensue between Darien and New Canaan. The Wave have taken the first two, 25-15 and 25-22. Again, they just sit 25 points away from their 54th consecutive victory, dating back to 2019. This senior class has never lost a match. That's how long this streak has gotten. Before COVID was the last time they lost, and that was in the state championship when they fell to the Staples Wreckers in 5 sets. So they're looking to add another to their notch. As for New Canaan, they came so close in that second set. They had a nice lead. Darien called the timeout, got back into their groove, went back to the fundamentals, and they started getting some points, which went for Darien, and they came all the way back in that second set to take it 25-22. If you're just joining us, Braden Shank with you. So glad you can be with us on this Friday afternoon from the DHS Main Gym. Varsity boys volleyball action. Here this 5th out of 6 out-of-conference games for Darien. Kraus on the outside to Thomas Herget, and it's out. New Canaan's got the first point. Darien, they have 6 out-of-conference games on their schedule. They took down Farmington, took down Shelton, took down Cheshire, took down Shelton again. They're playing New Canaan right now. They will then go to Trumbull to start off next week and take on the Eagles in a matchup of last year's state championship, a rematch, a kill from Trey Davenport. Then after that, they shift to their FCAC competition at Fairfield Ward, St. Joseph, Danbury, West Hill. And again, this New Canaan team on the 28th, the second time they will meet for that conference meeting at the New Canaan High School main gym. Good facility they have over there at New Canaan. And that's where they will be playing the Rams next. Griffith Kraus on the serve. Stericki. Back row attack from Herget. Was a nice save by Herget, but a double touch called against Webster and the Rams. And that's something that head coach Lori LaRusso likes to do with her out-of-conference games, schedule some of the state's best out-of-conference teams, Farmington, Cheshire, Shelton, and then get some of these rivalry games in the conference for a second time. New Canaan and Trumbull playing them twice because it only makes you better the stronger your out-of-conference is. And again, the Darien, the defending FCAC champions the last 3 years. They've taken on the 2022, 2021, and 2019 FCAC crown. A 2021 crown came against who else but New Canaan in 3 sets. That game was here at the DHS Main Gym, still coming off of COVID. But again, that was the last time these teams met in a tournament matchup. That was the FCAC championship. And off the touch point to the Rams. You take another look at it, the set on the outside. And that's number 10, Benji Stericki on the kill. Stericki had 4 kills against Greenwich, 7 against Joel Barlow, and he's got a couple to his name in this contest. Service error against Stericki, point to the Wave. Thomas Herget on the serve. Line drive into the net. So Herget on the service error there gives the ball right back to the Wave. New Canaan now looking to go on a little bit of a run. They trail by 2. In the middle, Davenport comes right back. Darien sets up again. Herget on the outside. It is a kill. Trevor Herget making it look easy with another. The Connecticut State MVP a season ago has another kill. He averages about 18 kills a match. That's 6 per set that he plays in. And he is just such an impactful player on this Darien team. And that one's out, just wide from the hands of Hunter Nelson. And again, New Canaan, they're going to come towards that point of fatigue. Only 7 players that play for New Canaan. They're playing every set, every point, with the exception of that one guy that's on the bench who has been herring for this entire set so far. So these 6 guys are tired, and they're going to try to fight through as that's off the block of Herget's. You take another look at it. And now New Canaan retains the serve with Roscoe. Good swing from Black. Getting right back up is Stericki on the free ball. Darien looking for some productive offense. Kept alive. Kraus still has it. Double touch. You take another look at it. Turned away by the block. Kraus just sticks the foot up, keeps it alive. That would have been magical if Darien won the point off it instead of double touch called on the second touch. New Canaan was celebrating, so if Darien gets that ball over, it would have been a Wave point. Not sure if New Canaan would have expected it. It's a kill for Herget. Textbook from Trevor Herget. Eight to 5, Darien leads. Jeff Nadwadi on the serve. Through the hands of number 10, Stericki, and Jeff Nadwadi has an ace. His 7th on the season. He has now served an ace in every single game for Darien this year. A 5-game ace streak for the Darien senior. At the net, Herget just punches it over. Blocked once again, but that one is out. Kraus and Ford went up for the block, was looking for another touch on the New Canaan side, didn't get it. And that ball rolls all the way out off the hands of Kraus. That's just something, you go up to block it, you're not focused on which direction you're pointed on it. You just want to get the block, touch it, and that time it came right back to us here on the near side, but out of play. An ace! Herget falls down, Stericki has a kill. 9 to 7, New Canaan looking for a late surge in this third set. Herget pops it up on the reception. Kraus comes over. Now Trevor Herget. Nelson dives. One-handed, kept alive by Heron. Oh, what a save. Leon Shen saving that one right there. We don't have a replay of it. Leon Shen took his hand off the camera, went over, swatted the ball away from our table. It's a big-time play by our Darien DAF Media junior camera operator, Leon Shen. And a kill. Another junior stepping up, Bryce Ford, with a kill to his name. You see it right there, just a controlled set from Kraus. Goes up to Ford, he kills it. There's a reason that Griffith Kraus has 113 assists this season, and that's with his control with that ball. Only 2 ball handling errors, both coming against Shelton yesterday. Herget now to serve. Kept alive. And an ace. That ball was going out. New Canaan plays it. And the Wave have another point. 11 to 8. Darien leads New Canaan. Looking to close out this match, finish the week undefeated before they head into their final out-of-conference contest. And another ace by Trevor Herget. Somebody bring the radar gun. Trevor Herget is serving up some heat. (12 to 8. Herget to serve again. How about another? Make it a trio. (219 career aces for Trevor Herget. He's got 20 this year. And Amy Warren's going to take a timeout, talk things over with her Rams. It's one of those serves where it asks the age-old question, can you return it? With that much force, that much power on the serve, New Canaan tries to get a hand on it, but as Herget has shown, you touch it, and it just goes right into the ground. It's such a well-placed serve by Trevor Herget, one of the best in the state of Connecticut, helped him to the Connecticut MVP honors a year ago, and he is continuing to terrorize this New Canaan team with that serve, because once he hits it in, there's truly no return on it. 13 to 8, Darien leads New Canaan. You're watching the DAF Media Network. We'll be right back. Out of the first time out from Amy Warren in this third set. Herget on the serve. And that one is out, so Amy Warren takes the timeout, works to perfection to ice Trevor Herget. Again, he was in his groove out there, in his element, serving up ace after ace, and Darien had to do, or New Canaan had to do something about it. Amy Warren takes the timeout. And now Grouse falling to the ground. Herget gets it over. Again, Griffith Kraus diving all over the floor. Thomas Herget Mets with a surging Fletcher Heron. Another block for the New Canaan Junior. The basketball player in the winter takes his talents to the volleyball court, and Fletcher Heron has himself another block. Kraus to Herget. And Thomas Herget has the kill. The star freshman adding another. Had 6 kills yesterday against Shelton. And he's got another. Won the second set with a kill. And gives Darien the 4-point lead here in this third set. DAF, of course, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation, bringing you live coverage of this varsity boys volleyball match between the Darien Blue Wave and the New Canaan Rams on this Friday afternoon. Want to thank the production crew for coming out on this Friday. All student volunteers of Darien High School: Leon Shen, Will Donnelly, Liam Tomaszewski, James Foresta, and Owen Gluck. Our DAF Media Advisor, Damian Andrew. Braden Shank with you. So glad you can be with us for this contest. And that one is in. Point to Darien. Well-placed shot as Austin Black will check back in the place of Nadwadi. The 6'6" senior in the middle for the Wave. His second year playing volleyball for Darien. Won a state championship with the Wave. But with that much height, it makes sense to be up in the middle, blocking, getting the swings. Davenport wins that one. Another attacking error against New Canaan. You see it right there. Webster was trying to attack it as the setter. Second time he's been called for that. Service error against Kraus. Keeps some life in New Canaan. Herget with the reception. Kraus to McMullen. Darien out of transition. And that one is won by the Rams. Number 10, Stericki. And now a conference between our chair official and our line judge. And the point goes to Darien. That ball was out, so they changed their call. The referee's fortunate to have 2 line judges here at Darien High School, and they call that ball out. And now Thomas Herget to serve. 5-point lead for the Wave. And it's an ace. Thomas Herget finds the back line and the hole on the floor. I guess it just runs in the family, having a great jump serve. Herget to serve again. And turned away by the Nets. But still gets a point for Darien, and they lead by 5. And as for New Canaan, they are 1-1 on the season. After this, they will take on some more out-of-conference competition. They have 2 home games after this against the Richfield Tigers and the Staples Wreckers before they get into their FC conference schedule. McMullen on the serve. The floater finds its way to O'Donnell. And a kill. Nick Lamone with that one. What a kill by the New Canaan senior. Beautifully placed shot by a flying Nick Lamone. Kraus to Herget. And he's got another through the block of Heron. 20-14. Darien leads it. A set that has just been dominated by the Blue Wave. Finds Nadwadi on the serve. And another for the Wave. Turned away by the taping was Heron on the attack. Darien now in the red zone, 21-14. Nadwadi. Good attack from Nelson. Kraus sets up Trevor Herget on the outside, just floats it over. And Herget gets the block. Trevor Herget read Will Webster like a book. Get in that block right there. Was not fooled at all by the setter trying to get the point. Webster to Nelson. And it's a kill for Hunter Nelson and the Rams. Nelson, the team leader in kills at 15 entering play, has another right there. And the third-year varsity players looking to spark some late offense in the Rams. Herget, that one's got a little too much on it. You could just hear it, though. Once he makes contact with the ball, the pop of how much force he puts on the volleyball. Service error against the Rams. 23 for Darien. They just need 2 more. And an ace. Trevor Herget on a mission right now. It's now match point Wave. And that one's out, so New Canaan lives to see another point. (24-17). New Canaan needs to play flawless volleyball for the next 8 points if they want any shot of winning this contest. And an ace, the floater for Hunter Nelson. Beautifully placed in that far right corner, and he's got an ace out of it. Dug up from Herget. Now Thomas Herget. Turned away. McMullen. Miscommunication. Kraus got caught up in the back row. And New Canaan has some late life on him. Thomas Herget on the reception. Kraus right back to Thomas Herget to give and go. Free ball just barely has enough. Bryce Ford turned away. Fletcher Heron gives New Canaan another 3 straight for the Rams. But again, they got to win the next 5 if they want to win this set. Blocked once again from Heron. Nadwadi. Herget with the free ball. Thought he had some space in it. Stericki. Nadwadi goes diving. Herget keeps it alive. McMullen the free ball. New Canaan looking to use the numbers. Staying out of the net was Lamone. Herget to Thomas Herget. Good volley. And Herget keeps it alive. It keeps going. Stericki right back to Herget. Will this ever end? Yes, it will. Trevor Herget wins the rally for the ages. And that's how Darien wins the match. Save after save. After every other point. Neither team was willing to give in. Then Trevor Herget wins it with Darien 25-20. The Wave take the third set. And just like that, Darien takes the match, 3-0 over New Canaan. Darien advances to 5-0 on the season. New Canaan drops to 1-2. The Wave shift their attention to Trumbull next week as they go on a 2-game road stretch to head into conference play. As for New Canaan, they welcome in Richfield and Staples before heading into their conference play. Darien takes down New Canaan by the final of 3-0 on this Friday afternoon. That will do from us here at DAF Media. For our entire production crew, Will Donnelly, Leon Chen, Liam Tomaszewski, James Foresta, and Owen Gluck, our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. Saying so long from the DHS Main Gym, I've been Braden Shank, and this has been a production of the DAF Media Network. Have a great Friday, everybody.